Mr. Tate, Pastor, recognize Minister Winston Felix, and mourners all. Mr. Sidney Tate, when he lived in Washington, D.C., ran with a close circle of friends, some Bostonians. They were all troublemakers. And he became a troublemaker too. And so I want to read a tribute from the troublemakers of Boston to a fellow troublemaker. Over the years, people have been traveling from one country to another for various reasons. But one of the main reasons is for a better life. Leaving your home country to migrate to another, not knowing anyone or very few people, can be a challenge. This is where life starts all over when one has to create new friends from work or the community of residents. Sidney Gustav Tate traveled from Guyana to the United States to make a better life for himself and his family. Obviously, there were many challenges, changes, and setbacks, but he persevered. During his years in the USA, he made friends from work and in his community. What was significant was that Sidney, or Tate as he was fondly called, was that his friends were not only from Guyana, but also from the rest of the Caribbean. What made Sidney's group of friends special to him was their bonding from various activities: cookout, backyard picnics, family fun days, dances, the regular birthday gatherings, funerals, weddings, watching football games, and when all failed, having a little drink together. His friends were from Berbice, Buxton, BV, Georgetown. Then there were those from Trinidad and Grenada, a country that he loved a lot. This was truly a Caribbean man. So on behalf of this special group of friends, William, Leslie, Roy, Dennis, Pauline, Claude, Alfonso, Keith, and many others, we would like to express our sincere condolence to his wife, his children, grandchildren, sister, nieces, nephews, and many other relatives. I would just like to say a word on my own behalf. I got to know Sidney, of course, as I said, in Washington, D.C. And I would like to describe him as a quiet intellect. Often we pay tribute to those who are famous, but there are some people who walk this earth who contribute in no small way to the advancement of humanity, and they do not always get that tribute. And Sidney was one of those persons. I found him to be a very intelligent man, always had wisdom. And I use that word wisdom deliberately, because he was a font of wisdom. And as a young man, he thought that I was interested in politics. And he asked my cousin William, who was his good friend, if he can sit down and counsel me. And I said yes. And that counseling went on over a period of time, over years, and we became very close. He was a Guyanese patriot. Anything about Guyana, he was the first person in the audience. You have a meeting, you have a concert, and you say 4 o'clock, Tate is there, sitting down. It was, as I said, it's always thoughtful. I cherished over the years his wisdom that he passed on and his friendship to me. It is somewhat with a heavy heart because I met his wife a few weeks ago as I went to visit Washington, D.C. And she said, you know, you don't go to see Mr. Tate. I had not known that he was in Guyana. He was there all the time, and she gave me his number. And I said, when I come to Guyana in December, I will call him and go visit with him. I did not have that chance, unfortunately. But as I stand there, I want to say to Sidney, if he's listening, that my absence from visiting did not mean that I did not cherish his friendship and his wisdom. And I hope to his family and to his friends legacy will not be lost, that you all will do something to cherish and to remember him as an example of humanity. Thank you very much.